Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And welcome back to another Astrogravitational report and wisdom. Today, probably we're going to need it talking about 4th of November. And looking at in the energies, during the day, there's going to be some interesting dynamics. The question is how you end up these dynamics at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock at night, the energies are going to be more intense, more focused of the pressures. Your capability of handling the pressure, specifically with this, don't using those pressures for excuses, but use the pressures to see why do they exist. Look at it inside of it. The pressures they lead you into a wisdom, so you can go through it. You can either mature, evolve, grow, learn how to love, learn how to be at peace. But in order you to be at peace, you're going to be triggered. And this is why they said you can't find a paradise if you don't go through hell. And don't release your personal hell to others. I'm talking about, specifically talking about people who are around you. This could be a co-workers, this could be a immediate family, spouses, kids, so on. Learn from within you that those pressures are coming to make you a stronger soul. And with that being said, up here, talking about, I'm gonna bring that chart for you guys, so you guys can see it what cooking in the charts right now. So here is what we're talking about, those energies in the morning. As you see it up here, we're having a midheaven that's going to be at Leo, the top of this powerful yacht that it's made between Pluto and Neptune, that it's in Pisces. You experiencing this is going to be remind you as a masculine energy. What did you learn there? Did you master the inner peace? Did you master the wisdom to become this king, queen personality that it is powerful couple? Have you learned that? Both Mars and Venus, they went through this. The Sun, your authority went through it. Mercury, learn how to communicate. But now you're going to be looking at within your darkness, did you really become that? Some of you are going to find out that you thought you've changed, you thought you mature. And some of you are going to find out it was only you thought. You never practiced it. You never done it the right thing. And this is why the things are not going the way they are going. But throughout this, you're learning that if you practice it, what else you are going to need to mature, you to begin practice it even more than before. And that's what is this shadow work. There is this power that it's need to be. And as you see it early in the morning, the ascendant is together with the sun is rising up here. Those energies towards Uranus are very intense. So it's Jupiter who is descending at this time. He's going in the 6th house. So if you have so many material problems, material situations, financial situations, people on you, people giving you, people and so on, there is a reason for it. Why did you end up in this place? All lies within your shadow. So the beginning of the day at the 8 o'clock, that energy is going to becomes in a little bit more, I would say, in a positive way, because you're going to be able to find the solutions that are created. You're going to be able to heal with what its need, but also you're going to get the guidance that it exists within that positions. As the Venus is progressing more and more, and the moon, it is moving into Leo, as I'm talking about that moon, it's going to be opposing Pluto. Some of you are going to be decide to listen, not your intuitions, and connecting with your feminine side to understand your transformations and to connect into the inner visions to do that transformations process that it's needed within yourself. And some of you are not going to look at those divine energies that are restricting. They're teaching you. That is the lessons between the feminine side to give that powerful support that it's needed currently during the masculine absence, the energy of the masculine that is like, I need to do something. I have to figure things out in the material world. And the masculine have a hard time doing and dealing the energies. If you're a female with masculine energies and you're wondering what's going on with you, take a look at your feminine side. If you're masculine with the feminine energy and you find solutions in there, but you're struggling progress in the material world, take a look at it. Where is your masculine side within yourself? Okay, that is the reason you need to learn this. That is the reason those energies there exist. So talking about later on, as you see it in your diagram at 9 o'clock, the energy is getting very powerful. Why? Love wins everything. If you haven't watched the video that I made as an Astrogravity report, look at it in there, talking about all this beautiful power of Venus that is in Virgo. You're going to learn it that in order to mature, if you're Aries, you have to look what Taurus did. If you're Taurus, in order to mature, you have to look at it what the Gemini did. If you're Gemini, you have to look the next lesson you have to learn as a Cancer. If you're Cancer, you have to look at it. The next lesson is Leo. If you're Leo, you have to look Virgo. If you're Virgo, you have to look at it, what's going on in Libra, and so on, going around. Okay? But all this is connecting part of the journey, guys. And now, since Venus is in Virgo, it is that power that you're healing. So when a Venus comes into Libra, you two have the best, beautiful relationship you ever had. And the energy is pointing out this to you. It is pointing out what you need to do, because Venus and the Moon currently, they are very powerful. That is the intuition, love, and money, where it comes in to solve these debacles inside. So if you listen to your feminine side, it's going to teach you how and what you need to do here on Earth. So talking about later on at talking about 10 o'clock, you see at the midheaven right here is at Libra. These divine energies from Taurus are coming. The divine is going to bless you, is going to give you this, but what you need to do, heal everything with love. You go ahead and see the visions. You've been getting at those visions. You know what you need to do. But as you see it right here, the moon, it creates another kite on the opposite end. I mean, you might not see it properly, but because of the way it is. But if you're increasing the more and more the orbs, there's going to be the more energies that are coming towards you. But I'm not using that much orbs because it's going to make the chart complicated. I can make your video report 2 hours. And talking about those energies inside of you, sit down within yourself for a moment. Maybe this is 10 o'clock is probably going to be a time to wake up or go out for a coffee or see the things inside. What is it, these confrontations that you're resisting? Is your love? It's not the love that you want. Who wants that love? Your ego? What is your soul needs are? What is your understanding is? Because if you're going after the intimacy, sexuality as a Scorpio does, and you're trying to use this for the material world, well, God bless your soul. You see, it doesn't work. If you use the material powers and material situations to get the intimacy by thinking that's what love is, doesn't work. Now what? Learn. Learn to heal the wrong patterns inside of you so you can be blessed down the road. And talking about 11 o'clock, midheaven, it's entering Scorpio. That is, it triggers the moon and it's triggering Pluto and the emotions, a lot of emotions. Energy in motions, guys. What is this energy emotions? You're going to be looking at those a little bit in the next hour, but that is kind of like preparing you to facing the things that are. The ascendant there is in Sag, is in divine energies with the moon. You see that powerful line right here. That leads you to something, isn't it? To where? To Saturn, to learning, to see that you have to go through this Scorpio season. You have to dig in within your shadow. How do you get in your shadow? You authorize yourself to go in the shadow. And that's what happens during at midday, which is 12 o'clock at noon. As you see it, midheaven, it's here with Mars and the Sun up here, and it's opposing Jupiter and Uranus, respectively, right here down below. And that is it about you to remove this old programming that I can buy gifts, I can indulge the person, I can buy the house, I can buy the best car, I can buy everything so I can get and show up into material world. And the other way around, okay, I have this, this, and this, so I can get that intimacy I want. While you should learn that all this, it has to come naturally, peacefully, with understandings inside of it. There's the lessons in there, but you have to heal the wounds from the old patterns inside of you, using that Venus and Virgo that it's working perfectly here with Pluto. She is just beautiful energies. All right. So here it's coming in later on at we're talking about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The midheaven it's entering Sag. That is the expressions of the moon. Beautiful powers are coming in, beautiful energies. You're like, okay, we got everything. I understand everything. I believe in everything. Thank you so much. I think I fix it. I think I get it. I understand what needs to be done, and I'm doing this inner work, and I'm going to perform that transformation. So I'm going to be changed. You're going to be asked later on at 11 o'clock. Are you going to be performing it? So it's going to be giving you reminders about this. The ascendant at Aquarius, as you see it here, is going to trigger this. The rising energy is like, okay, let's see. And you know what within your daily life that 1 hour you're up and the next hour is like, oh my God, this is all, what is this intensity? What is this, and so on. Yeah, we heal the duality within yourself, not to have a doubt within you. You to have a stable earthly energy. Learn only to be observer, to observe the energies and react when you have more informations. But if the energy comes in and they're asking you for reactions, pushing you for reactions, stop for a minute, count till 10 and see. Is that really you have to act upon it? Testing your patience period of this time, it is going on. And looking at the later on at 3 o'clock, the ascendant is with Neptune. It's opposing Venus. You're kind of like, well, I mean, this person doesn't love me. That person doesn't love me. This situation's not going on. I don't see this. I don't look at this. You haven't looked at it in places that you never looked for it in you. You always probably looked on the outside compared to you to look inside of you. You probably look in the other people because you think that they are supposed to, they must, they have to, and so on and so on. What about you? What do you must and have to do things for your own self, you to mature in your own powers? You to have and remove this dependency. You need to be like, you know what? I have these healthy boundaries, I have these healthy situations within me. So those intense energies, they're not going to bother me. How that comes? If you look at it, Venus is in a very beautiful sextile with Mercury. That leads to a Neptune. Neptune is sextile with Pluto, and that same energy goes back into Venus. That is called angel wings. With the communications inside of yourself, with the transformations that you are going to do, and the proper visions within spirit, you can go ahead and do that. And then all those problems, you've seen it from above. You understand it's not a problem. They're just the simple challenges. And you may laugh about this. All right. So to keep going on in here at 4 p.m. Midheaven is going to be a Capricorn practicing the situations. Yes, practicing this Earth situations of Uranus, Venus, and Pluto. It's still active very powerfully. But right now you see it as a Venus. It's coming with that yacht that it's still creating in there. As you see at the moon, that is right now in Leo, that she is at 4 degrees up here. She is in her own house right now. The moon isn't Leo, but Leo is the 5th house. And right now, some of you may be gonna feel like, I'm the king, I'm in the situations, I'm on all this power. I have to get into all to this. But you need to understand there is a powers higher above you, which is those are the divine energies. They are coming in. And you don't look to those divine energies. All you're gonna have is those red lines with the moon that it's creating at this time. You may be gonna have to face this material situations up here because the ascendant is at Taurus. That is the second house for it, but it's coming into a primary focus. This is the beginning of. But if you look at it up here, there it's midheaven. What do you do? What do you do is in your work, as within yourself. As you see the sun, the Mars and Mercury have this work that has to be done in order to be grow. Are you performing it? What you learned from the previous hours? I hope you do. If you did, hallelujah. Blessings to all of you guys. You see it, the blue lines. You see that kite out there. You see how powerful that energy is. This is when your soul is satisfied within your inner work that you did. Okay? You see it. Even that everything is, you are like, I'm not acting on those energies. I'm powerful. I can do this. I can perform this. But later on at 11 o'clock, which is that's going to be at about 4 hours later, you're really going to be asking, did I ever did one? If you did any sacrifice, does that sacrifice was an alignment with everything in you? I'm talking about within your human level of experience, heart level of experience, your spiritual and soul experience. If you did all this work and you are in agreement with yourself, you not disagree, you're accepting the yes and the no's, you're not going to have problems. But if you did some kind of like a sacrifice against yourself, against your own will, later on at 11 o'clock, that's going to become in and bugging you. Yeah, things will begin, as I said, the Aquarius is going to comes in and bugs you within, but your Gemini situations, which is duality signs, they're going to comes in and pushing your buttons. Now your mind games begin. Oh, did I did the right things? Oh, did I did the right situations? I see nothing's changed. They didn't change. It's not about they. It's about you. Did you change? Hopefully you did. Did you become your best friend? Hopefully you did. And we're talking about at 7 p.m. the ascendant goes in Cancer, family situations. Saturn is good on that. As you see it here, midheaven, it's close to Saturn. This powerful energy between the moon and Venus is still pointing out, learning lessons. Who is learning lessons? Your intuitions. That is in Leo. But you learn that. Mars was there, Mercury was there, Venus was retrograde right there. Okay, you better learn that. If you don't learn it, it reminds you. You have to learn this lesson. And right now, because the energies are moving here at Scorpio, if you have anything Leo, Scorpio squaring, you're going to learn in these material situations. Like it or you don't. The question is how you react. How are you going to change? Are you going to use this divine wisdom, these divine lessons that the divine is teaching you? or you're going to be continue the same aggravation note, and you put that anger towards other people, and that's what is one thing. The moon today is going to be act upon it. Please keep your anger, your agitations behind your teeth, in your back pocket. Put it in some place, but don't let it out. Work that out. Transform it. Okay? And we're talking about at 8 o'clock p.m. The energies are going to be calmed down. Going to help you to understand that ascendant is in Cancer. It's all about family, guys. If you look at midheaven, it is in Pisces. That is all about emotions and the water. Some of you may be going to emotions, crying, healing, expressing. I did this, I did that, I will do, I will get, and so on and so on. It is great. It is a healing parts. It is a healing energies. Okay? But looking inside of you, do it. If you have to cry, cry out. If you don't want your kids seeing you crying, go and take a shower. Heal your emotions. And talking about at 9 o'clock, that energy is changing. As you see, the ascendant and Cancer, it helps. Maybe whatever you did, grounding, go out for a walk, shower, however is your case. Communications with your partner is dead. But you will understand something new is going to be need to take a place. Something new from within you. Because the current situations cannot solve the issue. You need some other path. You need a new path of evolutions inside of you to take all this. The ascendant that is at that Cancer, it is giving divine powers into Saturn, and Saturn goes with Venus. And they're giving you the program of the exit, your inner peace. Okay? So here is, it's coming in. We're talking about that 10 o'clock, the ascendant is exactly with the moon. Okay, you see this, the moon is going to be rising on the horizon. Your midheaven, it's a mid at Aries. Those are the divine energies between Aries and Scorpio. You can see these energies. I am using the divine energies to heal those conflicts. I'm putting the divine first. I'm not getting those energies out of me. I am not going to be. You're going to see it. What are you going to do as emotions appear, though? What are you going to do? Because in the next hour, as you see, those red lines that are coming from the ascendant is going to be triggering you. Up at the midheaven, it is the square with Pluto. But looking at on that energies in there, those oppositions that are coming, those squarings that are coming, those are energies that are coming towards you. What you need to do, look at it in the past hour. What did you do in the past hour up here? Did you listen to that divine energies? Because midheaven, it's connecting with Chiron. Through my wounds, I heal to heal the world. Do you have a Chiron in Aries? I hope you do. But you can also use the current energy of Chiron in Aries to heal what you need to do within your shadow. If you have to make confessions, if you have to go ahead and cry yourself out, or whatever you have to do, just do it. Do it until you get the job done. And you're going to be tested how this job that you did on yourself, it's done. So that's what it was, the Astrogravitational report, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Come back tomorrow for another Astrogravitational report. Be love, guys.